Hello, everybody. Welcome to New Consultant 101 Orientation. We are very excited to have you guys with us. We try and get this training out once a month, but we are recording so then that way, if you do happen to miss it, or when you have team members who are joining, those of you who are not new or essential or certified, this will be a really great resource for you to be able to give to your new team members as you have them join. So that's very exciting. Um, we do have some people popping on here, so I'll get them in. Um, and in 1 second, I'll go ahead and switch over. I'm going to go ahead and start a screen share. And so we're going to follow along. But I guess first I should introduce myself. My name is Jacqui Duran. I'm STAR Director out of Lee Summit, Missouri. I have been with Scentsy. It will be 10 years in January. So if anybody tells you that Scentsy is not worth sticking with, trust me, stick with it because it is worth it. Being able to be a part of Scentsy has not always been something that I thought that I would be like teaching a training on or doing what I do now. When I first joined, I joined simply because I liked the product and I thought it would be a fun thing to do because I was, well, still am, a mom, a wife, and at the time had a full-time job that I just didn't really care about. So I wanted something that was just for me, my little piece of the pie that I could just kind of call my own. And that's what I did. And about a year or so in is when I realized that, hey, I can also actually make money at this. So I actually started working it as a business way after I joined. So don't ever count out your team members or yourself if you said, I'm going to join, but I'm not really going to do anything with it. Or if your team members tell you that, right? Like, I'm just joining for a hobby. That's okay. Join for a hobby. Join because you love it. Join because you like the community. Join because you want some extra money to get your nails done, get your hairs did, all the things, right? Because we have such an amazing opportunity within this business to actually make real money. That is why I will tell you never discount any person who joins your team because you never know who's going to be a future star director. I do this from home full time now. Again, never thought I would be saying that, but I do. So here we are. And so now I get to do fun things like this and talk to you guys about joining and getting your business started. So like I said, even if you have had your business started, maybe you've been working it a little, slowly like I did, right? That's okay. You can always relaunch your business at any time. I've probably relaunched mine at least 4 times in the about 10 years that I've been here. And it's something to get excited about. Not only that, but let me tell you, back then when I joined, we certainly did not have the amazing licensing deals that we do now. So if you guys are not familiar with our entire line of products and our licensing deals, we have licensing partnerships with Disney, which includes all of our Disney favorites. It also includes Marvel and Star Wars. We also have a licensing agreement with Warner Brothers, which if you just Google Warner Brothers, you're going to see pretty much everything that's not Disney. So everything from DC Comics to Harry Potter to Bugs Bunny to all the things that are Warner Brothers. We also have licensing agreements with the NFL, with the NHL, with the MLB. I don't think we have our collegiate warmers anymore. But anyway, we have lots of licensing agreements. So we truly have expanded in such a way that we have products that can really fit into almost anyone's life. So keep that in mind as you are building your business, as you are going along. Because if you're anything like me, I just thought I had to focus on wax and warmers. Don't just focus on wax and warmers. We have so much more. And this community is fabulous. All right, let me go ahead and share my screen for you, and we're going to hop on over into a document that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. So you will have access to this. I will post this in the event. So we'll have it there. So you can, of course, go ahead and follow along now if you've got a pen and paper or if you want to take some notes. And then you will be able to print this out and have it for your own. So this is something that I put together. I call it my boss strategy guide. This is really one of the ways that I find it is really, really easy to be able to help new people after getting started with the business. So first and foremost, you can see the very first thing I have at the top of this paper is two choices. You can have a fast start or start at your own pace. And I allow every single person to, of course, make that decision for themselves. So if they want a fast start, if they want to start making money, if they want to start running this as a business, then that's how we're going to work it. If you are somebody, or if you have a team member who says, you know, again, this is a hobby, kind of just I'm doing this on the side, that's fine too. But we want to make sure that we're still including them in things like this. Of course, in the Bliss family, we have our weekly happy hours. We have Work It Wednesdays. You have so many ways to connect with so many other different people doing the same thing you're trying to do. Whether that's just trying to get to a financial goal or whether it's something bigger than that. So, as I kind of slid right into that segue, set your own goals comes next, right? So, you really have to think about what kind of money or how much money would get you excited about a Scentsy business. For some, this may mean, like I said earlier, right? Maybe it's just to have some extra spending money, to have a little bit of shopping cash, to pay off some debt or student loans or anything like that that you have, right? And here's the big thing, you guys, we get to really control how much we are earning every single month. And all of that comes from putting in some work into our business. If you join Scentsy for a get rich quick or a get rich tomorrow plan, this is not going to be for you because I don't want to sugarcoat it for you. You're going to have conversations. You're going to have to really work this and put in some time into this business. And when you do that, you are going to see financial returns. And they can be life-changing returns. Like I said, I work this business full time. This business now pays for the roof over my family's head and our utilities. So going from somebody who just wanted it as a hobby to now taking care of like the biggest thing that we have in our lives, that was huge to me, huge. So it can be whatever you want. One of the main differences, and I've put it here, is between having a $500 and a $600 paycheck is $1. I don't care if you started yesterday or if you start next week. If you sell 2,000 PRV, PRV is your personal retail volume. It also, for us in the US, equals $1, okay? So if you sell $2,000 in 1 month, you automatically earn the monthly sales award, and you also, with that, get a 5% bonus commission. That actually puts you at 30% commission when you earn 2,000 or when you do 2,000 in sales every month. That equals a $600 paycheck right off the top. You don't have to have a team to do that. You don't have to have been working this business for months on end or years or whatever it is. That $600 is yours. That is the difference that $1 can make. If you do 100 or 1,999, yeah, you're going to have about a $500 paycheck. You do one more dollar, you're going to at least have six. Okay. So that's a big difference. And I want everybody to realize that that can be your goal. Another part of setting your goals is really writing it down, right? So really making this become a reality to you. So the next thing we have is I'm going to use the money I make with my Scentsy business to, what is that for you, right? Is it paying the bills? Is it paying off the debt? Is it helping with the grocery money and all the things that seem to come up, and, you know, having a Christmas fund? Oh my gosh, I know it's the first day of fall, but you guys, before we know it, Christmas is going to be around the corner. And I don't know about you guys, but kids get expensive. So I like to be able to put some money away towards that. Cassie and Amber, if you'll let me know if you see anything in the chat, because I don't have it up, just holler at me.
I'm watching.
Thank you, ma'am. Another part of your goal is I choose to start this business because, again, this is going to be different for everybody else. These are goals that I want you guys to really look at every single month. So while this is pretty much like a starter worksheet, really, This is something that every single month, I personally make my own goals every single month. I know Cassie does, I know Amber does, I know Carrie does. I know a lot of us in this business will create goals for ourselves and we write them down. So maybe this is something, again, if you're working towards that certain dollar amount, if you're working this as a business, you want this to be life changing, then this is how you make goals every month. And there is power in writing it down. Cassie has taught me that there is power in really releasing that and putting it out into the universe every single month, what you want to accomplish, where you want to be, what do you see for yourself. So this does not have to be shared with anybody else. If you want to share it with others, feel free. Otherwise, this is for you. This is for you to make the decision what you want to do with this business, because when we say it's a blessing, when we say it's a great opportunity, it is. So after we get our goals together, when we first start, so if you're relaunching or if you reinstated, then these two things will not apply. But for the very first time when you join, you have 2 fast start awards that you can earn. The first one is your shooting star. So shooting star is earning 500 PRV. Remember, that's personal retail volume, or $500 in your first 15 days. Your first day as a consultant starts when you click the join button. Not when your kit arrives, not when you first hear from your sponsor, not when it's a Monday. It starts the day that you click join. So from there, you count out 15 days. Your sponsor can also help give you these dates if you need help finding them, but I will also show them when we hop into the workstation real quick in just a few. But your first 500 PRV in your first 15 days, so you can write down your dates so you know what that goal is. Getting Shooting Star is a really fantastic award to earn. I say this with pure honesty because I obviously did not earn it. I wish that I did, but Shooting Star is a really great award that you get the opportunity to then purchase a Shooting Star kit, which just gives you more products of Scentsy that, again, goes back into your PRV, which also helps you to get to your next goal. And we'll talk about that further on. But that is your very first award that you can earn. Your second award, normally you might get something else in between, who knows, but your next Fast Start award is your first 70 days. We call that our Sensational Start. We have 3 levels to our Sensational Start. You can see that in the Bliss family. We have a great Google site which really breaks down these goals more, and you can of course ask your sponsor, or you can also find this information in the workstation. We will look at that. But there are 3 different levels you can earn, so you need to write down what your 70th day date is. Again, these are big important dates, because even though you may not think, oh, I probably won't reach that, which if you're human, you probably have said that, then push that to the side and say, I'm going to go for this. I'm going to make this happen. If you give yourself a date, if you make yourself a goal, you can do anything you set your mind to. Next up, we have a first action call. So this is really a time for you to chat with your sponsor. So it can be a phone call, it can be a text, it can be a Facebook message, it can be a Zoom meeting, it can be a Facebook Live, it does not matter, right? So just find time. If your sponsor has not reached out to you, ask your sponsor, right? So the phone works both ways. We can have those conversations and you can get set up to talk to them to figure out how to really set up your specific guide, what you want to do with your business, sharing your goals. Like I said, you don't necessarily have to give them the details if you choose not to, but at least give them an idea of what you want to accomplish. Because when you do that with your sponsor, they are able to help you to know where the resources are to do what you want to do, to offer you the help, to point you in the direction of where all the tools are to do what you want to do. So you can write that date down for when you're going to have that conversation with your sponsor. Next up, we're going to talk about your party plan. Now, when I say party, don't freak out on me. So I've got a bunch of different symbols here. I've got the Facebook symbol, the Instagram symbol, a house symbol, a cell phone. Why? That's because you can do your first launch party however you want to do it. It can be completely online as a Facebook party. It can be a text party. You can do a Zoom party. It does not matter. You can do it in your house, invite people over. However you feel comfortable, however you feel that your customers will want to attend. So figure out where it's going to be. Then, of course, you're going to write down your date when you're going to do it. And then also another piece of this is the who. So for some of you, if you feel that you may need a little help with your launch party, I know a lot of sponsors out there who would be like, I'd be more than happy to help with that, right? So whether that is giving them ideas or support, or if you're doing a Facebook party, having them on with you on the Facebook party, that can also help out when you're first getting started. Okay, so have those conversations with your sponsor. If you can't get a hold of your sponsor, feel free to continue to reach up. I'm going to show you where your resources are, but you can always reach up to your upline. Okay. Next up, you're going to announce your business on social media and, of course, everywhere you go. Okay. I always like to, because most of my business is done on social media. That's really where a lot of my team does a lot of their business as well. You may decide that you can go live and share that you've become a Scentsy consultant. Maybe that means changing your cover photo, updating your about section in your profile, right? And then when your kit arrives, go live. This is a perfect opportunity to go live and share the excitement that is opening a starter kit. It's fantastic. Really, people get very excited watching us get excited. I know it sounds weird and it sounds silly, but they do. People love to see other people, whether it's just opening boxes or getting excited about something they're doing. Your passion that you convey, even just through Facebook or social media, it is something that people will pick up on. And you want people to be excited for you. And if they want to be excited with you, well, then hello, you can already start building a team. Okay. So that's going to get you farther along in your goals. So I've got options on here to go live. Ask if anyone wants to host one of your first parties. If you already have products that you already have in your house, so maybe you haven't gotten your kit yet, it's still on the way. Oh my goodness, go ahead and share that favorite warmer that you already have in your living room, or that buddy, or the great counter clean that you got that you just fell in love with because it makes your kitchen smell amazing. Johnny Appleseed, by the way, totally recommend. Okay, next up, building your list. When you are in direct sales, you probably have heard this before. They will tell you to build a list of 100 people. I don't know about you guys, but that is very, very overwhelming to me. 100 people still to me today, right? 10 years doing this, even 100 people now still seems a little crazy, right? I like to break it down and do 15 people. So if you want to do more, then by all means, there are some different worksheets and resources that you can jot down notes, but otherwise just a notebook and a pen will help you do this list as well. Think about people who would love the products just as much as you do, or if you already, maybe you work outside the home and you already have people who have either told you about Scentsy, or maybe you've heard them talking about it, or maybe you just think that this is something they'd like to know about, right? This is where you want to start building that list. These are the people that you're going to be inviting to your launch. So when you have your launch party, really that's just your first party. Remember how I said that you can always relaunch your business. You can relaunch as many times as you'd like. I've done it. I've done it multiple times. Let me tell you, every single time is just as exciting. Why? Because I'm excited. So be excited about your new business. Be yourself. Be authentic. I always will say, even tonight, like I only wrote like 5 bullet points of what I wanted to go over. I do not do scripting. It's just how I am. I do better when I just talk. So a lot of times, if you are looking for scripting, just keep in mind that it should be a guideline. You don't want to come off sounding like you're reading from a script, because then what happens, specifically if you're going live, right? People start to tune out. They're like, oh, she's just reading off a list, or they're just reading that because that's what they were told to do, right? Whatever. Be yourself. Be authentic. If you're silly and goofy, if you're the hot mess mom with the bun and the kids running around the house, go for it. There is no rules. You don't have to look a certain way. You don't have to be a certain way. Do you, and do it well. That's all you have to do. I did put an example of a scripting So you will see that when you get this, but it just kind of, again, gives you an idea of a way to really kind of start a conversation. Here is like the cherry on top of the pie with this document. So this is how to double promote. I know it seems really crazy that we're talking about double promoting when you just joined, but trust me, it is possible. And when you do it, you are powerful. I wish I would have been this way. So when your party, your launch party, your very first party you have, when it gets to 500 PRV, you have the ability, technically you have it when it hits 200, but we're going to focus on a $500 launch party because that's what I believe each and every one of you can do. When you do that, Scentsy offers us the ability as consultants to have a host exclusive starter kit. Now, you may have joined at a discounted rate. Maybe you were able to join for $59 or less or zero out of pocket. This is how your sponsor did that for you, okay? What they are doing is they have a $500 or more party, and what that does is it unlocks a host exclusive kit. You use the host rewards, which is the product credit from that party, and that actually takes the $59 discounted price down to zero, my friends. So being able to offer a business opportunity to someone for zero out of pocket or even $59 out of pocket is something that can make or break someone, right? To be able to bless somebody with an opportunity like this. So I already want you guys to start thinking of people that you could offer this business opportunity to. Simple as that. Just think of two different people. Start off a list of just two people. So when you do have that party, you're able to then offer this kit to someone else. The perks when you double promote, because when you double promote, when you start out as a consultant, you start out as an essential consultant, you are making 20% commission. When you have your first 1,000 PRV or $1,000 cumulative, so not just within your first 15 days or first 70 days, from day one till however many days it gets you to hit to 1,000. When you hit 1,000, you then promote to certified consultants. You get your first pay raise, as we like to call it, because you get an extra 5% commission going forward. So from certified on, you begin earning 25% commission on all your PRV every single month, forever and ever and ever. After that, of course, remember that bonus, right? That difference between a $500 paycheck and a $600 paycheck. Keep that in mind. But as you continue to promote from certified and you are able to offer a host exclusive kit to someone for $59 or less or zero out of pocket, you have the opportunity to already get promoted to a lead consultant that is having at least one team member who has gotten active, which active status with Scentsy is 200 minimum in 1 month. And when that happens, again, when you promote to lead, you also have the opportunity to earn leadership bonuses. That's when they start to begin. So double promoting, it may sound like a big, scary goal, but trust me, it is something that is doable. And trust me when I say it is worth it to give it a shot. All right, so you guys will have access to this. I'm going to give you guys this, or I'm going to give you a link actually to my entire Google Drive with other documents in it, but just know that you do have this. Next up, let me go ahead and hop in. I want to show you very quickly the difference between two different things, because you're going to hear these things time and time again. You're going to hear the word workstation, and you're going to hear the word or the acronym PWS. So your workstation, this is what you log into as a consultant. Only consultants get to work in the workstation. Your PWS stands for personal website. So I'm going to click on mine here. You'll see, obviously, this looks a little bit different, right? So when you hear us talking about your PWS versus your workstation, there are two different ways to put in orders. You can do it as a customer going through your PWS, or you can go through your workstation. But I just wanted you guys to see the difference. PWS, workstation. Okay. So workstation, when you log into that for the first time or until you start getting used to it, it's going to be your consultant ID, and then it's going to be whatever password you chose. If for whatever reason you forget that, get locked out, I'm sorry, your sponsor cannot help you with that. What you need to do is click on I forgot my password, and it will help you reset your password. Okay. I always just have mine saved to the computer or the device that I'm working on, so I don't have to keep remembering it all the time. All right, so let me go ahead and show you. When you sign in, you're going to automatically be taken to your initial dashboard. Mine looks definitely different than yours, so don't worry about that. What I do want you to worry about, however, is on your dashboard, you will see who your sponsor is, who your director is, if you have a star director, and who your superstar director. These are your upline. These should be your main resources when you have questions, okay? These are the people to reach out to when you need that. It also does give you a link to your PWS, which is your personal workstation, okay? Or website. Sorry, personal website. I'm sorry, I already am confusing you. I apologize. Okay, so that'll take you directly there. After that, though, you have tabs along the side. So you have your order tab. That is going to give you the opportunity to go in here and actually input orders, okay? So I'm just going to touch on this because when you are able to sit with your sponsor or have that phone call, they will definitely go over more of this with you. But to give you an idea, this is how you can create a party link. Okay, so you probably have seen those, right? Shop my link, or if you joined from a host or from being a host, maybe you even remember having your own link as a customer, right? That's what we're creating when we are creating party links. If you just want to come in and do just a quick individual order, right? Maybe you just need to get in here and get like one or two things and out. Okay, you can do that here as well. They also give us the opportunity, which this is new to us, but we have the option as consultant perks to sign up for the scent of the month or the warmer of the month subscriptions. So these are, like I said, exclusive to consultants only. We do earn PRV on these kits. They are available every single month. Every single month, Scentsy offers a brand new scent of the month and a brand new warmer of the month. You can find this out more when you are in your news, or yeah, when you're in your news section over here on your workstation, but you will definitely see it in the Facebook groups as well. So make sure that you are in the Facebook groups. If your sponsor or director has their own group, and then of course the Bliss family page. Those are the two main ones that you want to be in if you have the opportunity, okay? Definitely be checking your resources. Having this exclusive kit, this is a really powerful thing when it comes to building your business throughout the month because it gives you the opportunity to have marketing material. So the scent of the month always comes with 9 bars of the scent, a tester, a room spray, 72 rub and sniff stickers, and 9 bars of the scent. The warmer of the month gives you all of that plus the warmer. So being as this is an exclusive perk to being a consultant, we get it at a discounted price. We do, however, earn PRV on that. So if you're working towards that fast start or sensational start or just your initial goal, that is something that will help you get there. So you can always subscribe to that directly from here. Also, you do have a link directly to the Scentsy Consultant Store. So as it says here, this is just basically your business supplies. I will tell you, as a new consultant, everything can look really pretty and shiny. I urge you to really try and think about the things that you need to work your business when you're first starting. Because until you get to the point to where you are making money to just have fun and buy extra stuff, it can be really easy to get caught up in all of the, what we call the fluffy things, right? Making the beautiful samples and bags and all the things, the bells and the whistles, right? There's a lot of stuff in the consultant store, which outside of like catalogs and order forms, there's just a lot of fun stuff, right? Bags and pins and umbrellas and everything you can think of, blankets, all the things. We do not earn PRV on anything in the consultant store. Yes, they are things that can help us with our business, to give us branding material, marketing material, and of course, like the essentials, like I said, the catalogs, the order forms. But don't get caught up in that store because it can really get you, right? And you end up spending money there when you're like, not really making money yet. So just keep that in mind. Um, yes, and as Carrie's saying, there is a way to do the fluffy stuff less expensive. So definitely, you will learn more about that. On this page too, you can also click here. You can go to your open orders. That will be any orders that are open. You can see any and all orders in the history, and then of course Scentsy Club orders. I'm not going to open mine simply because we're recording and it will have my customer information in there. But when you join your kit, you will be able to track your starter kit as it comes to you. You can do that by clicking on the history. So when you click on history, it will pop it up. I can't remember exactly what it says, but it should have your name on it. You can click in there. You'll see when it ships out. It will give you either a UPS or a FedEx tracking code that you can track it to see when it will be delivered. So that is your order tab. I'm not going to go over reporting or contacts or any of this really at the moment, except for Scentsy Success, simply because as you were just getting started, this is where the tools and resources are that you will need. So coming in here to Scentsy Success, the very first thing that you see, and I have this on my list to remind everybody because 'tis the season. This is what we call the busy season in Scentsy. It's literally the first day of fall today, but we have our fall harvest collection happening on October 1st. We launch our holiday collection. People go crazy this time of year for the products that we offer. Why? Because scent is one of the main things that is connected to our memory. So when you're trying to have the perfect holiday, right? The perfect Christmas, the perfect Thanksgiving, whatever it is, right? This is the time of year where we're all trying to make memories for ourselves and our families. And so scent is tied very closely to that. Our customers are going to want that to bring in those memories. One thing we have to remember though is that there are products specifically in our harvest and our holiday collection and any of our limited time offer products, which are usually our licensed products. Sometimes there are other bundles that they've done for us. Anytime you see LTO, that is a limited time offer. That means that these are things that can sell out. These are things that once they're gone, they're gone. So we want our customers to be able to get them if they want them as soon as we know they're available. Also, this time of year, we're going to run into different things that may be delayed. You guys, unfortunately, right now, we do have a situation where we have our shipping ports are literally packed to capacity and overflowing. They are not physically able to get containers off of ships to get to distribution centers quick enough. So it has put some delays on some of our products. This is the way that you want to communicate with your customers if they are looking for specific items, or if they've ordered something and you find or you're being told that it's on back order. The product status list, we also call this the PSL. So think of it like your favorite drink if that's you. Otherwise, the product status list is what we're referring to. So you can get to that here in your workstation. They do update this sometimes. This time of the month, it can update daily. Normally, it is updated on a weekly basis, but they do try and keep it as updated as possible. As you can see, it will tell you what items to be looking for, the dates that things are going to be made available. You also have down here, we've got our delayed products. Remember, like I said, we do have, this is not just Scentsy, this is everywhere, right? Things are just being a little bit delayed. So it tells us here. We also have all of our items that are on back order. So if we ever need to know what's on back order, we can always come in here and take a look. Again, it's pretty self-explanatory, but I wanted you guys to see this so you know where it is. Now, the next thing when it comes to Scentsy Success, actually, let me go back one more. Let's go one more. Okay, so if we go down to under Scentsy Success, you'll see the training with the little graduation hat. If you click on that, this is going to be the best way for you as you're starting out to really know where to go. So first and foremost, you can probably guess, new consultants, right? So this is going to give you some really great training materials. We have a full library here, you guys, of lessons, of videos, PDFs, things you can download, workbooks, any kind of thing that you're thinking about. Trust me, Scentsy has already thought about it, and they already have training for it. So as we try and keep the Bliss page updated as much as we can, and we as your sponsors and leaders and uplines, we try and get you guys as much knowledge as you possibly can. Just know that the training section here on your workstation literally has everything for you. If you are ever trying to find an answer to something and you want to know where to find that, of course, this is where you're going to go. One of the great things to utilize here is the search bar. So you come up here, you can type in anything you want, it will pull it up for you. So you can filter this. There's different ways to apply filters. I'm not going to go over that because you guys probably can figure that out. I will say one of the best ways to learn your workstation and to really think of where or figure out where things are that you need to get to is to get in here and just start clicking around. I promise you, you cannot break it. I promise you, you will not accidentally order $500 worth of product unless you accidentally also put in your credit card number. If you've done that, I am so sorry. Otherwise, you cannot do anything here that's going to mess anything up for you. So feel free to click around, figure out what this button does. What does that do? Where does this take me? What if I search for this, right? You can do all of those things. But the new consultant, you will see here, it goes through a long list of things. You also have your first things first checklist, which I believe is probably on that first page when you're first logging in. But if you need it, you can always come in here. You can click here. You can download it, print it out if you're a pen and paper person. That will help keep you on track of getting things ready to go. All right, so on the workstation, I think that's pretty much all I needed to show you guys there. We do know that we do have the Bliss family group for any and all questions. We, like I said, try and keep everything updated with news and information as much as we can. And we are also very much here to help everyone. So if you ever find yourself, again, just getting started, maybe you can't reach your sponsor, or maybe they have work or other obligations that are holding them back at the moment, we as leaders for the entire group, we are here for everyone. Whether or not you are on our team or not, you're part of our family. So you are very lucky to be a part of this family because you have so many people to reach out to. Don't hesitate to utilize the Bliss group to ask those questions, just to reach out. There's going to be times when maybe you can't get a hold of your sponsor, your director, your upline. Post in the group. And when in doubt, also getting on the group and actually looking or using the search bar there. Again, type in the keyword of what your question is. It will pull up any posts that include that word. So hopefully that will help you out when you're first getting started. I know I've gone over a lot. I did stop screen sharing, Amy. So yes, so you do just get me now. But does anybody have any questions? Feel free to unmute, ask your questions. You got myself, some other leaders on here. We want to help.
From Amy to everyone.
Hi there.
Somebody down there said, oh, you got a whole bunch of messages. Who are them people?
Those aren't messages.
You got messaging things at the top. I seen this, like 3 of them.
Okay. Does anyone have any questions? Anything you want to know about? I think you guys are doing pretty good. You're doing fabulous things. Don't forget, like I said, I am going to share the one that I call my boss strategy guide. So you will have that. I'm going to share my link. Actually, let me share that real quick. Just share the screen and I'll show you. This is my Google Drive. I actually have some things that I share with a lot of different people. So there's different things in here. I've got action plan in here that you can, again, click on, print it out. Monthly plans as you get going, daily tracking log, again, as you get going, copy of the shooting star. So you have a tracker to start tracking your way to shooting star. The product training guide is also here. You will get that in your starter kit, but again, this is going to be a great resource as well. I have some fun stuff in here for mail out, so you might see some of that. Daily to-do list. If you guys are like me, I live by a to-do list. So if that's something that you feel that could help you in your business, this is a great way to get started. Obviously, there's some other resources in here. There's also order form copy, new consultant training if you need that. Oh, this is a good one. The Scentsy abbreviations. Like I said, PWS, right? Like all of this stuff is probably going to start to sound Greek in the beginning, but this is a really great way to kind of help you to figure out if you see these terms being used, what it means or what it stands for. So I do have this in here as well. Top 10 reasons to join Scentsy. That's always great, specifically if you're already having those conversations, which if you are, that's amazing. Top 10 tips for new consultants. So just a bunch of different things here that can kind of help you get started. So hopefully this is a good resource for you. Like I said, I will put that the link to this Google Drive in the event. Feel free to share that out. And yes, so in order, Courtney, great question. So in order to edit it, yes, just download it. And then yes, you can just share away. I actually made it in Canva. I might be able to share the actual template. I'll have to go back. It's been a while since I made it. So hopefully I still have that. But by all means, feel free to edit those or do whatever you need to kind of make those, tweak them to what you need for you and your business. So excellent. All right. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop recording.